everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Haley, and today I thought I would do a simple everyday makeup look. So first I'm going to start out with the moisturizer, and this is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my fingertips and then work that into the skin. Like that. So I like to normally start with my eyes just in case there is a little bit of fallout, and so it'll be easier to do the rest of my face makeup. So first I'm going to start with some concealer, and I just use the CoverGirl concealer, and I do need to get a new one because I'm almost out. Just put that on my eyes. And I just blend it out with my fingers. Like that, and I just set it with my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder and Fair Light with this large fluffy powder brush. Like that. So for the eye palette that I'm going to be using today is the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. And I do have to say this is by far one of my favorite palettes I've ever owned. And so today we are taking the Morphe M518 blending brush. And we're going to go into the color Burnt Orange. As you can see, this is a well-loved palette. So I just dip a little into that, and I just work it into my crease. And you don't have to use the exact shade from this palette. Any orangey brown will do. I just love this palette, so I figured it'd be a nice fall makeup look. And I just blend away until there's no harsh lines. And I just like to make sure that they're somewhat even. And I do have really hooded eyes, so I like to go put the color above my natural crease. But I just blend, 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 like that. So then I just take the same brush and I'm going to go into Rustic NYX, which is this brown color. And I like this color because it adds just a little depth out in the outer corner. Like that. And I also take the same brush again, and I just go into the color Sienna, which is this nice burnt red color. And I just try to go below all the other colors that we put down. And I love this palette because you can do a simple everyday look, or you can smoke it out for a date night look, or you can do something really simple with just a crease color and a shimmer. I mean, you can really do anything that you'd like with this palette. And I just blend because I don't like the harsh lines. So I am going to switch brushes, and I'm going to use the Morphe M433 brush. And I love this brush for like outer edge work and crease work. And so next I'm going to take Cypress Umber, which is this dark brown color. And I'm just going to work that on the outer edge. I'm going to smoke this look out just a little. And then I take our original blending brush and I just go back along the edges just to make sure everything's blended together. Like that. And I normally put a shimmer or a glitter or something on like the inner corner of my eye, the inner half of my eye, but I've been liking the all matte look, so we're just gonna skip that step for today. And that's all I'm gonna do on the eyes for now, and I'll come back to them in just a minute. So now I'm gonna work on my face, and I've already put down my moisturizer, and I do have really dry skin, so I really like a dewy and a glowy foundation look. So I'm gonna mix a couple of primers together. And first I'm gonna start out with this Yensa Tone Up Essential Glow Primer. And I just squirt a little bit of that onto the back of my hand. And then I'm gonna mix in this Rimmel Insta Flawless Perfecting Radiant Primer. And add that to the back of my hand. And then I'm going to add a third primer. And this is the Physicians Formula Spotlight Primer. And I'm going to also add that. So we have this nice little concoction on the back of my hand. And I'm just going to mix it with my fingers. And I'm going to scoop it up and work that into the skin. And it just gives a nice little glow, natural glow. And then for foundation, I got this little sample of Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation in my Ipsy bag. And I have used it a few times, and I actually love the way it makes my skin look. Even though I feel like this color is a little bit golden for me, because I feel like I'm a more neutral color. And I've already dampened my makeup sponge, so I'm just going to squirt about 2 pumps of the foundation and just pat it into the skin. And this is a medium to full coverage foundation, but I like to sheer it out a little bit because I do have a little bit large pores and dry skin. So I feel like the more product I put on my skin, the more cakier it'll look. And I don't like that. And I'm dragging it along my neck and my ears. And then I just do a little like half pump for my forehead. And I just really make sure it's all blended into the skin. And everything has a nice even layer on it. Like that. And then again, I just set it with my Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder with my large fluffy brush. And I just tap some into the cap. And pat it in. Alright, so next I'm going to use some bronzer. My all-time favorite bronzer is this Butter Bronzer. And I just use this little bronzer brush from a BH Cosmetics brush set. I'm going to swirl it in, tap off excess. And I do like a more warm bronzer because I am so fair. I just think it complements my skin a little bit better. And I do add a little bit to my jawline and down the neck. And then I am going to add a little bit of this Hoola bronzer. I just had a little mini version. And I don't add too much because I do think it is a little bit dark for me. So I just add a little. And a little to the forehead. Alright. Alright. So then next for blush, I also got this blush in an Ipsy bag, and it's the Steve Laurent brush. I hope I'm saying that right. And it's just in the color Rose All Day. It looks like that. It's a nice baby pink, Barbie pink blush. And I just use this large, fluffy brush from the BH Cosmetics set. And it is brush number 2. So I just tap a little. And then I just use the large, fluffy brush and just kind of blend everything together. Like that. So now I think I'm going to finish the eyes, and I'm going to go back in with the Morphe M433 brush and back in with that Cypress Umber color and just work it into the bottom lash line and making sure I connect it at the edge. And then I'm going to go back in with that, where'd it go? And 518 brush with our original transition color. and just smoke that out. And then my all-time favorite mascara is this Maybelline Lash Sensational, that was a hard word to say, mascara. I'm just going to add it to my top and bottom lashes. Of course, there's hair in the way. And then to the bottom. And I normally don't add eyeliner to my waterline, just because I feel like my eyes are a little bit smaller anyways, and then adding like a black eyeliner, I feel like it just makes them more squinty. But that's just personal preference. All right. So now I think it's time for some highlight. And let's see. Again, I just use this little brush from BH Cosmetics. And I go in with this LA Girl Strobe Light highlight in 80 watt. And I use this one first, and then I'm going to mix in another color. So I just put that on the high points of my cheeks. And I do like to drag it down a little bit on my cheeks, the apples of my cheeks. And I do blend it up on my temples. And then I put some on the tip of my nose, my Cupid's bow, and my chin. And then I mix in this Milani highlighter in Afterglow, and it's 01. And it just looks like this. I think it just gives it a nice pop. And I do like a lot of highlight, but again, that's just what I like. And then I do add a little bit of this for an inner corner highlight. And then I do add just a smidge up here. Like that. So then to blend everything together, I take my Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. Now, instead of spraying this directly on my face, because I do feel like if I spray it on my face directly, it just leaves water droplets, and I don't really like that. So I just spray it into my damp sponge, and then just pat it on my face. And I do feel like this way makes my makeup last longer, and just kind of blends everything together. Add a little bit more. Like that. And I do know that brows are like a big thing right now, but I feel like I don't need to do much to my brows, but when I do, I just take this Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow in the shade Taupe, and I just comb through my brows. That. And then I just quickly like run this through just to give them a little bit more color. And I do feel like I need the blonde color because this taupe, I feel like is a little bit dark. And then I just come back through. Ooh. Like that. And then for lips, I don't really do much for lips, but I did get this Hanali lip treatment in mauve pink, and I just think it's more of a lip gloss, and so I just add a little bit to my lips. Gives it a nice little shine. So this is the finished makeup look. Nice, simple, everyday look for going to class or going to the grocery store or really just anywhere. And so I really like it. Max, it takes me like 15 minutes depending on how late I am. But there's that, and I hope you guys like this. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video. And again, I hope you guys have a nice day. Thank you.